Good morning, it's Brian at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I'm going to show you this a brand new Civic Tourer, and this is the sport model. Brian's my name. If there's any information you want on these types of cars, please give us a call. We always try and keep these cars in stock brand new, and there's various different engines and specs, but this is probably the most popular as 1.6 diesel in the mid-spec sport. So basically, just on the outside, the first thing is starting off, just like the hatchback cars, it's got the same front end setup that's on those. So you got the nice front fog light and the big fatter rounder bumpers that are on the generation 2 Civics. Along here is where your daytime running light is, and a nice projector style headlamp along there as well. That 1.6 diesel engine is the same one that's in the hatchbacks. So in these cars it is still producing 120 brake horsepower. There's about 4 miles per gallon between the likes of the hatchback and the Tourer. And again, Rotax Band A as well. So in terms of the rear of the car, however, this is where the biggest difference is. So first of all, we have a nice kind of tail-like structure down along here. The second thing you'll notice compared to the likes of the hatchback version, which has if we just have a quick look at that there, it's got the spoiler along the back, which is quite nice. Now it does aid aerodynamics as well, but sometimes we'll say in the Tourer, people find that their visibility out of the rear window is improved because it doesn't have the rear spoiler going along the back. The biggest, I suppose, most significant reason you'd buy a Tourer is because of space. So looking at it from a dimensional point of view, the boot is longer on the likes of the estate version, and then it's got peripheral storage areas as well. Just like the hatchback. Sorry about the light now, it's a little bit dark in here, but you do have an area. I'm just going to drop the camera here for a sec and put that up now. Sorry about that. So you have an area along here which will cater for a spare wheel, or if you don't, you have a nice deep boot down along there, and then there's a large tonite cover that, if we pull it down properly, it stays in place. That covers over the area as well. So just to come on, camera, get in focus. Just to keep the area protected in terms of people looking in windows to see what's in your car. Okay, after that, then, like the hatchback, it does have the magic seats. One thing I do notice though on these is the C pillar, which is this area along here. So like in that car, it's the C pillar as well. The headroom is larger. So taller people find it easier to get in and back, in and out of the back of a Tourer. After that, then the seats, just like the hatchback version, they have the magic setup. So you can drop that down like so, or then in terms of the rear, you can have a massive load area in the back once you drop down the seats, because you get a flat section along there. 3-point safety belts, 3 head restraints. And then armrest in the centre and all that kind of stuff. Up front, it really becomes identical to the hatchback. So front rear electrics, electric folding mirrors, automatic wipers, automatic headlights down along here. Then we have the Honda Connect radio setup. You will have front and rear park sensors. So reversing camera in through here. And then after that, we'll also have but we will have reversing sensors and front parking sensors that will illuminate up through here as well. The iMid in here just for average speed, miles per gallon, all that kind of information. Usual revolution counter down along through here, and then speedo setup just in the driver's eye line along there. After that, then we have 2 USB ports, one over here, one over there. HDMI, which means you can play video up through the screen in the centre. And then a 12-volt outlet down through there as well, and you also have another 12-volt outlet down through here as well. Climate is dual zone, so different temperatures on each side of the car, and then it's got some nice additional aluminium additions throughout the car as well. So that's just a real quick brief overview to give you an idea about the Tourer version of the Civic. So very, very similar overall, as a kind of summary, very, very similar to the hatchback in terms of the features and specification levels and performance. I mean, the fuel difference between them is really marginal. We've had actually a guy that's changed from a Tourer to a hatchback, and I've asked him, does he notice much of a difference, and he says he does a lot of mileage, but he hasn't actually seen a physical exact measurable difference. So 4 miles to the gallon, it's difficult if you're doing a lot of mileage to kind of to quantify that financially. So I don't see that be a reason to buy one over the other. The main reason you would buy something like this is space. So space in the back, and the other thing just for rear occupant space as well, for getting in and out, headroom, things like that as well. So again, if you'd like any information on the car, Brian is my name. Just give me a call, 045 531 000, or just come to the garage and ask for Brian. We're a garage here since the 1950s. It's a family run business, and we organise finance and we do trade-ins. So hopefully one of these cars is of interest for you, and thanks for taking time to watch.